Hi friends, it's Frank. Today, I'm going to show you some defense techniques against a knife threat. I mean a threat, not an attack. Once again, you have to be humble. You need to save yourself when faced with a knife. However, when you can't flee, you need to have very simple techniques available to defend yourself. So, what I'm going to show you are techniques that are adapted for stressful situations. In fact, they are very simple so that anyone can use them. When you're in a panic, so that everyone can do it, because I remind you of my mission. It's about giving tools to Mr. Maxime and everyone, and especially not to outsiders in martial arts who already know how to do it. And now I say action. Where are you going? Where? Just take a deep breath and calm down a little bit more. And then go ahead and just film your thing. Okay, right now Maxime is threatening me. I am indeed facing a threat, no, not an attack. Even though it's dangerous, it's relatively doable. The first thing to do is to flee if you can. Except that now, I'm going to put myself in a situation where I can't flee. I'm cornered. What am I going to do? Very simple. I'm going to talk to him to calm him down at first, so that he doesn't go into a furious mode. Next, I'm going to rise slightly on the tips of my toes to create some distance between my abdomen and the knife. Elbows in a circle. I'm going to work carefully on the wrist to deliver a strike precisely at the joint level. I'm going to follow up more towards the eye to disrupt him. And then an elbow strike or even a punch. To put him in a hold, once again, what's important is the reactivity, going from 0 to 100, knowing that in a real situation, it's never clean. The technique is never the same as what you find in the dojo, especially when facing a knife. Once again, the best defense is to flee. Let's assume I can't. What do? I immediately target the limb that has the knife, actually the striking limb. And there, I attack to disrupt him. I use the wall support to strike, and as soon as I can, I leave, I get out of the situation. I'm going to give you just a little bit more time, please. Just calm down. Calm down. So again, a threat. What he wants is not to kill me. He just wants to take what I have. So in this case, I'm going to give him my wallet, but actually it's a way to disrupt him. I'm creating a distraction. So what's happening here? He's going to connect. He's connecting with wallet. That's what he wants. And as a result, he's less focused on the knife, which allows me to have a bit less risk. So what do? I strike the limb. Holding the knife, I attack the foundations, and I leave. Two things. Here, you're assuming that Maxime has lost the knife, which isn't necessarily the case. You always have to consider extreme situations. So, when I give the knife, the wallet is no problem. I strike here, but he can very well come back with the blade. That's why I ensure safety by striking at the legs. And even if he comes back, I have a safe zone to get away. The second reason is why I bring it inward, and by that I don't strike outward. Because we know that psychologically and physically, we're more comfortable with a forehand strike than a backhand. For example, when you play table tennis for the first time in tennis, with a forehand than a backhand. The example, when you play table tennis for the first time in tennis, we always work on the forehand first. We're more comfortable with it than the backhand. So by working inward, I will double my safety. It will be harder for him to come back. Once again, it's the strategy. We tested it in the training room. I want to say it. Don't risk your life. Indeed, it's a wallet. You might have some money in it, but don't risk your life for a wallet. If you can get it back, you get it back, which is what I did. Once again, this is an explanatory video, but if you can run away, run away. Hi. It's going in shape. Yes, in shape. So, now I'm checking with my friend Fred. We meet up. We're happy. And just to clarify, I intentionally provoked her. I didn't pay attention to my surroundings. That's why I often talk about the environment, about prevention. In fact, I didn't observe because I was focused on Fred, who is nice. It needs to be said, what's happening is I'm only looking at her, so I'm no longer at 360 degrees. And Maxime, the villain of the day, what is he doing? He's taking advantage of it. Except that right now, what's happening is very serious. On the abdomen, there's a small margin, possibility. There, on the other hand, the blade, she's on my throat. What you definitely shouldn't do is try to pull away from that side because he's going to follow me with the blade. So, what did I do? I rolled in strong security by putting my arm up and I hit at the throat because I can't afford to make a mistake. So what's important is to roll. It's not enough to pull away because he's going to follow me. So I turn, we find the passing position of lean. Look, I'm turning completely, I'm rolling to ensure safety. As soon as I see that he's out of the bright lights, I grab my friend and I leave. The key is to go from 0 to 100. It's about surprising it because he feels strong with the knife. So he's going to put all his energy into the knife. And I'm going to put all my energy into being reactive and especially hitting that vital point, which is the throat. There you go. You can't afford to make a mistake. Once again, I know that I'm always educational about this kind of technique. The knife, you need to run away, it's dangerous, and if you can't run away, not everyone can escape and not all situations allow for it. In those cases, you need to act and at least have a few techniques. So if you liked the video, I invite you to give it a thumbs up. Once again, I'm not going to tell you, I hope it will be useful to you because I hope you'll never have to face a knife. And especially, if you want to go further, check out the self-defense videos I've made on my YouTube channel. Subscribe. And to learn more about the knife and other self-defense techniques, I invite you to click on the link in the description below the video. You'll see there are plenty of very simple examples that could unfortunately come in handy in case of an attack. I'll see you soon. It's a great pleasure to meet you again for the next video. Hi! I hope you enjoyed this video, and I've decided to take it a step further. I've decided to train you, and I've developed a method that helps you train mentally, physically, and emotionally to manage your fear, because it's something that's very, very important. All you have to do is click on the link below the video and you'll have direct access to my training. Now it's your turn to take action. All right, see you soon.